Hey everybody, it's Tommy, and this is Vlog Every Day in April. Today is Sunday Fun Day, and after a couple of things I've been talking about the last week, I wanted to talk about desktop themes and customizing your environment. So some of this applies to tablets and smartphones, but for now I'm going to talk about Windows Desktop. So how deeply do you customize your PC, tablet, or phone? What about games that offer skins or other custom mods? Is a personal wallpaper enough? Sound effects? Now, since Windows 95 came out and started collecting the most common customizations into desktop themes, I've dabbled with the immersive experience. It's easy to go overboard, let me tell you. Now, for some effects, less is more. But for signature items like startup or shutdown, sounds that you only hear rarely, longer works beautifully. Now, for items that you see or hear regularly, like menu sounds, you want useful, quick, and unobtrusive. I even replaced startup and shutdown animations that were not obviously adjustable. Now, recently I ran across some old 3.5-inch floppy disks that had some desktop themes that I had made for my church back in 1999. Now, they were designed to work best on Windows 95 and Windows 98, but I had written some code to provide some of the elements to Windows 3.1 users. Yes, people were still using Windows 3.1 then. Now, I don't have a floppy drive currently, so I can't show you all the elements of these, but I found some documentation that I had written explaining what customizations were applied. So let's talk about the desktop themes I made for my church ministry. Now, this says I made 3, but there was actually 4, and we'll see a couple of different things at that. Now, these were supposed to be offered for $5 per diskette, and I wasn't making any money off of it. I was a volunteer. I was donating all the stuff, all the work, and just everything to the church bookstore. So this is from the Pride and Joy theme. You can see the pink wallpaper, the pink marble wallpaper. Now these are the startup and shutdown screens for Windows. So when you went to shut down, you would see this "Please wait while Windows shuts down," and then when it was safe to shut off the PC, you would get this grandmotherly Reverend Irene Travis reading to the children, saying "Good night, children." And during the startup, you would see this leather circle with the logo here animating through different colors. And you can see over here what cursors that I offered in there, as well as what icons replaced common elements in Windows. So my computer logo, the network neighborhood, the recycle bin. And for the stained glass theme, the rose window with the mother eagle. Then for the "Please wait while Windows shuts down," you saw the congregation seated, waiting to finish communion. And then when Windows was safe to shut down, you would see everybody standing with their hands raised and joined. Now during startup, you would see this the Hope and the Esperanza window with the pride flag animating behind it. And all of the cursors in this theme were taken from the stained glass windows. Now this was a little more awkward. It was harder to use some of these elements because they weren't just completely obvious where the focus point was. Now here's my computer, the network neighborhood, the recycle bin empty and full, so it turned from a chrysalis or a cocoon into a butterfly. And all the music from this was taken from a musical called "Coming Out, Coming Home." And the music for the Pride and Joy was taken from a musical called "Let Hope Spring Forth." The Cathedral Builders, I don't remember what music it used. I think it used the same "Let Hope Spring Forth" music. Now I made a few more over the years that I was able to find. In 2004, I made a Tivo theme, which used graphical and audio elements from the popular DVR, along with some custom wallpaper and color schemes. And so we'll demonstrate that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sound effects that I used in the Tivo desktop theme. So that was the default sound for Windows. That was the app fault. So that's an error sound. That was a menu sound. That was another menu sound. So those are all menu sounds from the Tivo DVR. That was a system asterisk sound. And that is the system exclamation sound. That is the shutdown sound, because that's if you go to shut down the Tivo, you go into the menu and it tells you to hit thumbs down 3 times and hit enter, and it will shut down the Tivo or restart it. This is the startup sound. That's the actual startup sound from like Tivo version 1. So I can't show you the color schemes, but I can show you all the wallpapers. So this was the regular default wallpaper. It had just a simple gray color scheme. Let's see, that's the wallpaper for the green color scheme. It was this shade of green, this shade of purple, and this shade of gold. These were the cursors. These are zoomed in quite a lot. These were the cursors from the Tivo theme. These are the icons for my computer, network neighborhood, recycle bin full and empty. The last extensive theme I made was for Windows XP in 2006 for Carbon Leaf. Now, I talked about Carbon Leaf on Friday as my favorite band. So the band posted a beautiful new photo of the quintet in 2006 between Indian Summer and Love Lost Hope Repeat. So that inspired me to begin with the wallpaper and then scour through all of their songs for song snippets to make the sound scheme. So let's take a look and listen to that. Since the wallpaper inspired me to do the rest of the theme, let's look at that first. Then this is the animated cursor for Wait. Animated cursor for Busy. This is from their 5 Alive album. All the desktop icons for like my computer, network neighborhood, recycle bin full and empty. Now let's go check out all the different audio clips that I used.
Torn, tattered.
So torn, tattered, that's if you get an error in Windows. That's if you close a window. That's the default message.
Dreams you seek are straight ahead in every direction.
That's if you connect a USB device.
Expose the absence of your soul.
Absence of your soul, disconnect a USB device.
You beg for connection.
If a USB device fails, then you get the beg for connection.
In the night, crushed empty can.
Crush that empty can with a recycle bin.
Now you know.
Now you know, the exclamation.
The boxers grow weary, their eyesight blurry.
The boxers grow weary when the battery is low.
Tone of your fingertips, I'm receiving mellow tone.
That might be a little long for a male sound, but tune up your fingertips if you're receiving. That's if you maximize a window. That's if you're hovering around in the start menu. That's the menu pop-up sound. That's if you minimize a window. That's if you open a window. That's your print complete sound.
What about everything?
If Windows gives you a question mark error, you get what about everything. That's the system asterisk.
Until the end or until the day is through.
So at the end of the day, you would shut down Windows.
And I don't need any apology.
If Windows gives you a hand error.
Right on time.
Oh, and that notification was right on time.
Live a life less ordinary.
So that's the start sound for Windows. That's if you hit the start menu.
Nothing left to polarize, nothing left to fake. Ring around the lake.
That's if you log off without shutting down. That's if you log on after you've logged off. So that was some examples of my desktop themes. What would you like to see me customize? An app, an OS, smartphone, a game? Leave your comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching.